Reactor, and yes, I'm here to react. So basically, real quick, I wanted to get into is I hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone having a blessed day today. To get it started off with. So as you can see in my little title that I put down, like this whole is messy between Tay and Lou. Basically, if you don't know, these were popular mukbangers that do videos while they eat, conversation and things like that. I mean, it was really like something when you look at the videos, something peaceful, something good to watch, and it be so funny. So basically they had a breakup or whatever the case might be, and they had went their separate ways, but also they had did a couple of videos or whatever, and while they was broken up or whatever, they did some videos or whatever the case might be. And then the last video that they did do together was like the reason why they're not together anymore. So 2 months went by, mind you, 2 months went by. Say whatever, she said, she felt some type of way or whatever, because I guess Lou, she had did a video or whatever the case might be, I guess talking a little bit about what happened in the relationship, but not into details. But then Tay, she gets online and she was, going in, and she did her video. It's on, basically she did that video on taeandlou together, because they had a video together, a channel together, with over some amount of million views, well, a million subscribers on their channel. So basically they did a video to she did a video up there, and she was crying, saying that allegedly Lou was abusing her and things like that and that nature. So after that happened, Tay winds up going on Instagram. I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok, and basically put out the receipts of her recording Lou when she was intoxicated. And while she was intoxicated, she winds up hitting her. So then it was, and she was explaining, then it was another scene when Tay had a whole bunch of marks and stuff on her face and things like that. And then it had went back to another side. So basically, in all reality is, hold on guys, give me 1 second. So basically, after all that happened, whenever she showed the pictures, how she was getting abused by Lou because she was drinking a lot. So basically, she was saying that she has a drinking problem. So within that drinking problem, these are the actions that happens in the drinking problem, and she knows that her triggers. So one thing I react when she was saying that, but she knew something, and she said something about her daughter, or whatever the case might be. So my whole thing is, domestic violence is not the key. Please, if you are experiencing any of these things of domestic violence, verbally domestic violence, because if you want to say domestic violence, you gotta say physical, emotionally, and mentally. So it's all three signs or maybe more in domestic violence, but those are the major ones of domestic violence. If you're going through them things, please God, call your local 1-800 number for domestic violence. Okay? So that went on with that situation or whatever the case might be. My whole thing is like, okay, y'all had a crazy relationship, but why wait 2 months later? Why not say, you know what, let's do this video again and let's work on it? Why not just, like, you waited 2 months later, as soon as she opens something, you like, you know what, I'm gonna put her in place because she's not gonna play me. That's how I felt. Like, she was like, oh, she's not going to play me, I'm going to put her in a place. Yeah, we was in an abusive relationship. Yes, she was putting her hands on me. Yes, she was a drunk. Yes, she sat here and had the liquor bottles and things like that in that nature. And yes, so as you can see, like I always say, when I watch these two, Lou be in it, but she don't be in it. Like, she be like kind of shy or whatever the case might be, don't want to really get in it and things like that. And they it seemed like this has been going on for years. They've been together for 6 years, I think. I don't know, but I think it was 6 years or whatever, and they've been going through these traits of toxicity of a lot of different things. And it's really weird to me that she was like, oh, you never do anything for me. You don't have no money. You never helped me. You never helped me. You never helped me. But it goes both ways, guys. It just don't work one way. When you say, like, yeah, they got a YouTube channel together. The income that she's bringing in is that helping both of y'all financially, for y'all to go take trips, for y'all to go travel and things like that. You cannot come up over here and say you ain't do nothing for me. I feel like that's a triggering maybe to some people, because for one, if you in a relationship and basically the in a relationship, let's say y'all wanted to do something together, so it could be like both incomes coming from both sides of the house or whatever the case might be. Okay, bet. So y'all both doing everything together, and then let's say you staying with a person because you don't have your own person, so y'all decide to stay together, and now you staying with that person. And then they will have the obligation to be like, oh, you in my house, oh, you do this, or you, that is a sign of domestic as well. You mentally, physically it's not right. No, I do not agree with domestic violence when it comes to someone hitting on someone. Not to be funny, what they both did agree that they did fight a lot. So they fought a lot, and I guess they got to a point it was like, you know what, let me take a picture and let me do this, because they was both recording each other. It's really, really crazy to me, because they both, excuse me, y'all, I'm gonna open up my soda real quick because I'm thirsty. Hold on, I have to open my soda real quick. And it's really crazy to me because Lou, she did her little video. She admitted to some of the things. Yeah, I was hiding the liquor bottles. Yeah, because she didn't want me. It has to be. I don't know what say sign, which I'm not gonna say signs have to do with anything, because for what I learned is that that people go through trauma. You know what I'm saying? Some people are used to being with the trauma rather than saying, I'ma just go because I can't really do nothing for you. We've been in this relationship. I've been holding down with you. I'm there with you. Yes, we argue. Sometimes we might fight. I don't know what kind of fighting they talking about. I guess against words or just using hands. I really don't know. But it really bothers me that, and then I read through the comments and it was like, oh, but you did this. This is not no receipt. This is not nothing. Oh, you put your hands on her and we see you do this and we see you being drunk. But my whole thing, that was the only one. I want to see more videos of her. If Lou was, doing these certain things, I feel like they both was throwing stabs at each other. It wasn't just one-on-one. I really think they both was throwing stabs at each other. It's so weird to me that people go through their own things like in real life. This YouTube is all for entertainment purpose only. You would never know what's going on until that person decided to put it out. I don't understand why they had to put it out to explain why they broke up. They didn't need to have to do that, period. They didn't have to explain. And for her to wait 2 months later, if this 2 months later to say and put these receipts out is mind-blowing to me, because this should have been done a long time ago. If this was something that was deep in your heart, like, listen, we sat here and lied knowing dang on well the reason why we broke up is because of your drinking and you want to get physical, whatever the case might be, and then just put it out there. It's like, I don't want to hurt her heart. Oh, I don't. It's like the trait of toxicity is really crazy. I probably saying wrong, but that's what I'm saying to that. It's really crazy to me because it shouldn't even go down to the point that it has to go down like this. And it's truly an eye opener, because this is not like, you can see what's going on with the other couple, the other couples that's out there, or whatever, the famous couples out there, Christian, and the other boy, I don't even know his name. Like that, like stuff like that. You get online and you expose each other and things like that. Yeah, it was some hard times that you could see. You could see when they did a video like way back. If you go way back and look at the videos, way back when freaking Lou left. And Tay was there and just crying and saying this and saying that and left, because after a while you get used to that and it'll be hard for you to move on because you're going to think about that. They are not meant to be together. It probably was a lot of signs before it came to an altercation with people putting hands on each other. It was probably a time, stuff like that. It's no sense for any of this to even be out there like that. But Tay felt a type of way. So she wants to make sure that y'all see what I see. And I'm gonna put this out, and this is gonna destroy her, and she's gonna wish that she stays with me, and she's gonna wish that that's how I feel. That's my opinion. I'm gonna be strictly honest with you, because that's another freaking way, and she like, and then she did a lot on TikTok. I already know what she's gonna say. Her own family even talked to me or whatever. Not my family. My family don't mess with Lil. I mean, at once upon a time they did. At once upon a time they did. At once upon a time she was there. I guess with your mother. I don't know if y'all remember. It was way back when she did a video, and it was and Tay and Lou was together. I guess at Tay's house, Tay's mother house. So it's really crazy. The craziness of it all is that people really don't, I can understand, people picking sides and choosing sides, but I'm not choosing no sides, because it's just toxic, period. You see wrong in both sides. Okay, you getting abused, you doing this, you doing that. You know what I'm saying? And you could see in some videos that, or whatever the case might be, once I seen that they wasn't online for like a couple of months, I already knew from there. I'm like, nah, they not together no more. Something must have happened. They not together no more. And this was, as Lou said, this is what Lou said, this has been going on for years. She said after a month of them being in a relationship and stuff like that, and she said she was working. And which is true. If you think about it, if you go back into the videos, I don't remember what video it is, but I might do like a little short or whatever the case might be. But it was a video that she did, and she was like, oh, Lou is at work right now, and I believe, I don't rap me on, but I believe that it was one of those that she did say something about. But it's really messy. It's really messy, and it's really sad at the end of the day. I'm so happy that they're not together no more, and they need to go get some healing and keep it freaking pushing. It's crazy. Like Lou was saying that they lived at 5 places. 3 out of that 5 was with Tay's ex-lovers. What? Girl, how can you do that? How can, it's so crazy if you think about it, for a person to manipulate your mind. If you go to any person and you be like, yeah, I'm living with my ex, but you can come and you can stay with me too. And now, and some people, they would be like, no, I'm not going to do that. You stay with your ex? Nah, I'm good with that. But some people are like, you know what, bump it, I'll do it. And once she say yes, that's when the manipulation started to happen. Because it didn't just happen at one ex-girlfriend house. Then it happened at the real ex-girlfriend house, what she said. And then the third one with 2 more of her ex-lovers. It's just like, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say taeandlou this. I'm going to just say allegedly. Probably. But allegedly probably thought in her head, like, oh my God, she said yes to live with my exes? Oh, yeah, oh yeah, we good. We're going to do, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you say no to a person, because you're going to say no to a person, and they're going to get angry, and they're going to get upset. And be like, everything that I did for you, and you ain't do nothing, you ain't help me with nothing, and this and that to the third, and whatever the case, because as soon as you say no, they're going to go off and bring up all the things you don't do, and how you don't got your own pot to piss in, and things like that. Yeah, that is called domestic violence, mentally. All right? What we see was what we saw. Did we actually see the cuts on her face was when Lou was doing it? No, but we know when we see the first video, yeah, Lou was a little aggressive. And that, once again, that is domestic violence too, and abuse. You don't go through that. You don't put your hands on nobody if you don't want to get hit back. If you gotta sit here and put hands and fight for 6 years, let me say you gotta fight for 6 years going through the same thing now. Don't even do it, because they both in the wrong. And relationship, that was their relationship. I guess that they thought it was love, and so it really got out of hand, and things went really bad. So it feel like it's still some love there. As some people say, no, I don't love that person. I can't believe put that out there like that, or whatever the case might be, is that they both in the wrong. And it's sad that it has to go down like that. Not saying, I want to clear it up, not saying that Lou didn't do what she did. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We just saw scratches and stuff like that. We don't know. Say I got into a fight or whatever the case might be. We don't know. But what she puts out there is like basically she's an abuser. Yeah, we saw her here with the broom. Yeah, we saw that. So when she put that out there, yeah, that makes her believe the scratches and stuff on her face came from Lou. All right, that's not good at all. That's very bad, very, very, very bad, very bad. To have all them scratches on your face like that, and then go back in here and lay in the bed with that person right and saying, you know what, get out my house. You cannot be here no more. That's really, really bad. That's really, really bad, and it was really, really toxic. So I do want to wish them the best of love and everything like that, because to be honest, I like both of them. I don't choose no sides. It's just weird to me that people go through this stuff and they put it on social media, which is going to be on here forever. You got to imagine, Lou got a teenage daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure she could see what everybody is putting down on there. She could see. She could go on there, her friends, whatever the case might be, mother, you know what I'm saying? And it could be a problem for the other half of the family members. Tay really don't have to worry. Nobody know how Tay mother look or anything like that, but they seen Lou and they seen her daughter and they brung her into the picture. You know what I'm saying? And you could just imagine how things like that is for the other side of the people that's not really involved but involved. It's just weird to me, but to each his own, guys. I'm telling you, if you ever going through anything that is what things I said right now, mentally, physically, and emotionally abused, that is called domestic violence. If you're feeling any type of those ways, please, I repeat, please call the 1-800 number for domestic violence in your area, in your city, or in your country. Just make sure that you do those things, and you have to keep yourself safe, because there is a lot of evil people out there, and there is things and people will get jealous of, and we see it every day on the news. Wherever you at, you see some crazy stuff. Like, for instance, in New York, a girl walking with her baby in a stroller, and her baby father just did what he did, and it's really, really crazy that he did that while she was with her baby. So you have to be very careful and pick and choose who you be with, because you're not gonna know until you in the long run, probably like a month or two later, you be like, oh, wait a minute, what I got myself into. And it'll be up to you to choose if you want to stay. If you want to stay, you stay. If you want to go, you go. But you just know your worth. You always have to know your worth and where you want to be at in life, period. It's easy said than done. We all probably went through some, I'm not saying all, but some people probably went through a couple of things that they went through. Some people probably went through worse and things like that. Like, it's very important you know yourself, and it all goes down to that point like that, because it's trauma. It's definitely trauma. So I had to say something, because I was just sitting here reading the comments, and everybody saying, oh, but she was on there talking about finance. And yeah, it's true. Like, not to be funny, like say yeah, she was a gambler, and so she might spend all her money and get mad and come back at Lou like, yo, I need some money, you're not doing enough, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be, whatever the case might be. I'm not saying it's that, but it could be that. But I don't know, because I'm not there with them. I don't live with them. So I do wish them the best, though, because they was my favorite couple up there. I didn't even know things like this was going to die. You figured it YouTube. Please keep it off the internet. Your grandkids, great-grandkids, your mama, your daddy, all your family members, and everybody going to see it. And then there's a hate towards this and that. It should all be love. It should never be hate. It should all be love. But, yeah, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off this. I just make sure, people, if you are going through domestic violence, please call your 1-800 number for domestic violence in your city, in your state, or in your country. And I'm going to leave it on that note. And like I always say to y'all, peace, love, and respect. And I see you later.